there's one last thing I want to do within this project. We've built this super awesome form. It's got a little drop down where people can pick from different sheets and navigate to those sheets. It's got an add sheet button that adds a new sheet and allows the users to rename the sheet. And it's got the final report button to create the report. Well, now, how do users get access to that form? Where do they find it at? Currently, we would expect the users to go to the VBA window and go run it from there. That's not very intuitive. You get users that come into your document, they have no clue about VBA. We want to automate the experience. I want to make it so that when somebody first opens up this document, right away, it opens up the VBA form for them, the user form. Right away. They don't have to do anything other than open up the workbook and they're done. So let's take a look at how we can take advantage of a workbook event, kind of similar to the events on our form, like the initialize event of the form, the change event of a combo box, the click event of a button. I want to be able to use an event on the workbook called open. So when you open up the workbook, right away, your code runs and your form opens up. Let's take a look at how to do this. So I'm going to open up my VBA window, developer to Visual Basic. In the Visual Basic window, we've got your form. It's called FRM Final Report. We've also got reference to all the various objects that make up this project or this workbook. One of them is called this workbook. I'm going to go ahead and double click this workbook. This opens up what looks like a module, but it's code for the workbook. I'm going to change it from general to workbook. And right away, we get a procedure for the open event of the workbook object. We're going to put one simple little line of code in here. I'm going to make reference to the form that we created. FRM Final Report. That was the name of my form. Dot. Now I need to tell it what to do with that form. In this case, I want to show it. So make reference to the name of your form. Dot show. I want to show it. When's it going to show it? It's going to show it on the open event of the workbook. Let's try this out. I said, super simple. I'm going to close the VBA window. I'm going to save, just Control S. I'm going to close the workbook. Let's close it out. Now I'm going to reopen it. File, open. I'm going to go open up my quarterly report here. Now, because of my security settings with macros, I get a security warning where I have to enable the content. So I'm going to enable this. This will then activate my macros, my procedures, my VBA. And I get my form. So I can come in here, I can change them, I can add sheets, I can run the report, but right away, it opens up for them. You can create a button. You can put a button on a worksheet and they can click the button, but here it automates it all for them. As soon as you open up the workbook, you can have code that fires off. In this case, just showing a specific form. So try that out. Get into the VBA window. Get into this workbook object. Make sure you change your settings here to workbook. You get the open event and you can show the specific form. So try that out. And that's our project number 6 right here as part of this VBA course within Excel.